Well, hey, what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Streamline channel. So, are you considering getting some AirPod Maxes? Are you considering getting them online from, say, Craigslist or Facebook Marketplace? Don't do a thing until you listen to what I have to say. Don't get scammed like I did. I'm going to share with you the top 5 things that I learned after buying a fake pair of AirPod Maxes. Let's jump into it. So I'll tell you the story. So I'm looking to buy some AirPod Maxes, but I'm not looking to spend the $550 that everybody wants for them. So I'm like, you know what? Let me jump online, see if I can find them on Marketplace or on Craigslist. And I did. I found a lot of them, and they were all $200, $300. And my kids told me, they're like, Dad, it's got to be a scam. And I'm like, dude, I was a cop for 21 years. I'm not going to get scammed. I got this. I can read people, right? So there I am. I find a guy and he says, hey, I've got a brand new pair. They're in the box. I got it for Christmas. I don't want them. I already have a pair. They didn't know. And the story was great. So I drive across town to a parking lot. Now, mind you, I'm in Phoenix, Arizona when this is going on, right? So I drive across town to some shady part of town and I meet some dude in a parking lot. But I'm like, you know what? He's a good looking kid driving a nice looking car with a good story. I'm like, all right, I'm going to run the serial number. So he gives me the serial number. And when I run the serial number, guess what? 1 year left of Apple Care, genuine pair of AirPods in a brand new sealed box. So I open them up while I'm there with him and I take a look at them. I put them on. They look good. They feel good. They sound good. Actually, they don't sound good because I never listened to them. But he sounded good. So I bought them. Okay. There I go. I leave. Life moves on. As soon as I hook them up to my phone, I knew something was up. After realizing I got scammed, here's what I learned. Here's what I got. So here are the AirPods here. These are brand new. These are nice, real AirPods. The fake ones I got rid of. But here are the new ones. Here's what I learned. So these outside caps, on a fake pair, these caps are going to be made out of plastic. They're going to feel like plastic and they're going to be warm to the touch. On a real pair of AirPods, these are metal and they're cool to the touch. When you touch them, they're genuinely cool. Unless you're outside in Phoenix, Arizona. But in most cases, they're cool to the touch. That's going to be a clue for you. The second thing is if you open these up on the inside, right below where the hand or the headband comes in, there's a tiny pinhole. I think you can see that right there. Let me focus. Anyway, you see it. On a fake pair, that pinhole is not there. So if there's no pinhole, it's a fake pair. Real pairs have pinholes. That pinhole allows you to take off this headband if you need to service them. There's something to look for. The next thing I found is that on the fake pair, when I push this button on top, it click, 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 sound like a pen clicking. You could hear it, especially if you're wearing them. That is an indicator of a fake pair of AirPods. On the new ones or on the real ones, that button is silent. So there is no clicking. It's not a mechanical button. It's an electronic button. So therefore, there's no clicking. The knob on a fake pair, that felt plastic. It felt like it was going to fall off in your hand and you couldn't push it in. On the real pair, the knob is nice and smooth. You can push it in. It's beautiful. Noise cancellation. So noise cancellation on the fake pair, when you turned on noise cancellation, you heard a light static in the background. It didn't sound good. It didn't sound like any other AirPod or genuine noise canceling headphone you've ever heard in your life. Then transparency mode. Transparency mode on an AirPod is when you have them on, you turn on transparency mode. There's microphones around the outside of the ear caps that allow you to hear what's going on around you. Transparency mode did not work on the fake pair of AirPods. Finally, I found that we couldn't connect to a computer. It would connect to your phone and it would look real and legitimate, just like every other Apple device. But when you tried to connect to a computer, it would show up as a Bluetooth device and then quickly disconnect. it would not maintain a connection to either a PC or a Mac. Something to think about. Now, I mentioned it a second ago, I believe, but the thing that blew my mind is the fact this serial number ran through Apple, says it's legitimate, it's real, it's got 1 year left. That was the convincing fact for me that these things were real. That's why I went and bought them. Hindsight being 2020, I got scammed. So it is what it is. But what I want to do with you is I want to share with you the serial number that was on the box that I bought, because I have to believe these are mass produced. This serial number is probably out there all over the place, and I don't want you to get scammed like I did. This is the serial number. This is the picture taken off of the box of fake AirPod Maxes that I bought. That serial number, when ran, is going to show as a legitimate real pair of AirPods. So there you have it, guys and gals. Don't get scammed like I did. Plastic caps, no pinhole, clicky button, janky knob, poor noise control, no transparency, won't connect to a computer, and finally, the serial number. You can't believe them. So that's what I got. Hopefully you guys learned something today. Hopefully you don't make the same mistake I did. If you like what you saw, please hit the subscribe button. Come back. On this channel, we cover all things tech when it's related to DJs, live music. I'm starting a podcast. It's going to be released soon called Murders to Music, where we're going to talk about the transition from homicide detective all the way through DJ, live music, and tell you how those things intertwine. So until next time, thank you guys so much. Like, subscribe, leave some comments, leave questions. Have you ever been scammed? Let me know in the comments. See you soon.